joining us from all over. So cool.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to our Monday Night Patching Podcast. We are so happy that you've joined us tonight. And my beautiful co-host Alicia, how are you tonight?
Oh, so good.
Wonderful.
Well, excited to be here. Excited to hear these two stories. I'm pretty pumped about it.
Me too. You know what? It's always wonderful. So you know what? If tonight is your first time and this is your guest, this is for you because there was a first time 3 years ago for me hearing this patching podcast for the first time, and it was absolutely divine because it was a story. Someone had the exact same condition my son did, so it was absolutely meant to be when I first tuned in. So, and Alicia, I know too, you've heard some really impactful stories over the past 3 years, haven't you?
Absolutely. Life-changing. And everybody, it might not be today that you hear something that impacts you, but somebody, I believe in divine appointments, and you're here for a reason, for yourself or for someone else.
Absolutely. So we thank you for coming tonight, and we hope that you'll receive a blessing from hearing just two other people. You know what? They're just sharing from their heart. They're just sharing exactly what has happened with them with this amazing wearable light technology that our David Smith, we're in our 20th year of it, 20 years of this wearable light technology right now. So that's what we're celebrating this whole year. So we thank you for joining us, and we'll go ahead and ask Jerry. Jerry, would you go first? You unmute for us, and how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How about you, April?
I am doing wonderful. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, Jerry. And I love when you call and you give me updates. And we were in Columbia, South Carolina, a few weeks ago. It always just touches my heart to hear the story that you shared. First of all, your amazing journey of all these years using the patches, right? Because you've been using them for several years, but your mother has just what you were sharing with us. I thought we've got to have Jerry back on. I wanted you to share some of her journey, what patches she's been using, and how her health has just drastically, massively improved over this past 3 years.
Okay. I'll start with me because it's a little small story. It's not as big as my mom's, but it's still good. I'm 67 years old, going on 45. Or at least that's what I feel like now, after being on the patches for almost 3 years. In 1978, I broke my back. So I had a problem with that my whole life, with migraine headaches and everything else. A couple of years ago, I moved back to take care of my mother. She's 88 now. She was 85 at the time. And Maria Brady, a friend of mine, she called me and says, I got something that you need. So I said, okay. And she sent them to me, and Mom and I both got started on them. Well, within less than 6 weeks, I came off of my CPAP.
Okay, Jerry, you unmute, honey. We got them muted. Just unmute.
Okay.
Thank you. There we go.
All right. So about within 6 weeks, I came off my CPAP machine. I started feeling better, sleeping better, having more energy during the day. And I noticed that it didn't take me long to recover after playing golf. Usually it would take me a day or two. I mean, and the longer I was on them, the quicker I recovered. So right now, I go play golf 2 or 3 times a week, and I can go dancing that night and get up the next morning and not even worry about it. So that's amazing right there.
Absolutely, it is. Wow, that's life. That's your quality of life, isn't it? Because you don't have to you make it to the back 9, then you're ready to go. You finished your 18, and then you're ready to go out, like you said, having an evening of dancing and lots of fun.
That's right. That's right. Now let's get to my mom. She's like I said, when she first started on them, she was 85. She has COPD. She's diabetic. She had real bad cellulitis, so bad that her legs were blistering up and weeping. And they were so full, like they were just going to bust. They looked like they were just going to bust. So I was taking her to her nephrologist, which is a kidney doctor, every 3 months, and I was taking her to a cardiologist every 3 months. Well, after 3 months, her kidneys were functioning at 30% when I first put her on them. After 3 months, they went down. I went up to 36%, and her doctor was puzzled, but she didn't tell him what she was doing. So after 6 months, it went to 42%, and after 1 year, it was over 50%. And her doctor said, "Something's wrong here. You're going in the wrong direction." He said, "No, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. You're going in the right direction, but for your age, you're going in the wrong direction. I don't know what's going on here." She said, "I don't want to see you back for 6 months." Same thing with her cardiologist. And both of them have taken her off of over half of her medication. And she lost 48 pounds during that first year. And she's lost probably an additional 10 pounds since then. And her A1C went from over 10 to less than 4 and has remained there.
Wow.
I don't know about y'all, but that's amazing.
That is, Jerry. That's just truly, that is amazing. The weight loss is wonderful. And she's got to feel a whole lot better, right? Does she, her energy, she feels better?
Oh, absolutely. She's driving me crazy wanting to go places.
That's so good. And just her quality of life is just totally like, and you've given her a new whole lease on life, and just with just using the patches. Does she which patches is she using, Jerry?
Okay, we both started out using the X39 and the Aeon, and I was putting the Alavida on her at night right here. And I was putting the Carnosine on her heart every other day. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I used some glutathione to help her get rid of some infections.
Okay.
All right. Now, I was using, of course, the X39 and the Aeon. And when they came out with the X49, I started using that. And wow, what a difference. I started hitting my drives about 25 to 30 yards further after just a couple of months of using the X49. And my workouts are so much better. I do, like I said, I'm 67 and I do curls with 30-pound dumbbells. So, and the guys at the gym are like, they made me show them my driver's license because they couldn't believe I was 67. But let me take you back. Mom fell Sunday before Thanksgiving, fractured her C2. I immediately put her on the X49. When we went back for the follow-up visit, the doctor said, "I have never seen anything like this." He said, "This is like, it's almost like it wasn't even there." He said, "She healed so fast." That was awesome. I told him what we were doing, but you know how doctors are.
Oh yeah, they don't want to hear anything about it. It's just some do.
In business to stay in business.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, that's and Jerry, you told me today, did you, like, for you, no more CPAP machine, right? That's a big deal for some people. That's
Absolutely.
that's a
I was
whole.
on that thing for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a godsend.
That's freedom.
That is freedom.
That's freedom. Think about toting that stuff around when you travel. I mean, what a blessing. That's so
Absolutely.
fantastic.
That's a big life changing.
All you had to do was put a sticker on.
That's right.
All you had
Exactly.
to do was put a sticker on.
Exactly. We should know about this years ago.
That's fantastic.
Well, Jerry, a few people have asking to say, share with them what patches are you using for all the wonderful things you're seeing benefits from.
Right now, I have on the same 3 patches I put on this morning. It's almost time to take them off. I wear the X39 on the C7. I wear the X49 below the belly button, and then I wear the Aeon on my right ankle.
Okay.
That's what I wear during the day. And sometimes I'll wear a glutathione or a carnosine at night if I feel like I need it.
Okay.
And then your mom, what's her current protocol that
She
on
wears
the patches?
the X39, the X49, and the Aeon during the day. And then I put the Alavida right here at night. And I use the glutathione right here. Well, can't see it right here.
Right here.
I use the glutathione right here on the neck part, right in there. To help combat any infection that she might get.
And didn't you say you've been patching for 3 years? Is that right?
Right at 3 years.
Right at 3 years. Okay. Now, if anybody was thinking about, maybe somebody on here tonight's on a CPAP machine and they're just like, man, that would be fantastic. Would you recommend that they throw a patch on tonight?
Oh, I would absolutely recommend it. Everybody's different. So it may take 2 weeks, it might take 2 months. I can't say for sure that it'll work for them, but it works for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've went back and had a sleep study since then, and my sleep apnea is no longer. I don't have it anymore.
Gotcha. We had a question. I thought Aeon was to be worn at night. Actually, Aeon is one of the patches that David says that you can wear the day or evening. That is a choice that you can make.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. And David Smith, that's right. And David Smith himself wears the Aeon patch at night, actually, because he wears it. He doesn't have any health issues. He's using these for longevity, for prevention. And he wears the patch, the Aeon, usually every night behind his right ear because it puts the body into a parasympathetic state. So that's where David Smith himself wears them.
That's where I used to wear mine for probably a year, maybe a year and a half. And then I switched and put them on with the daytime patches.
Nice. That's fantastic.
That is a great story. Jerry, Alicia, do you have any more questions for him? Alicia,
we had one more question in the chat that we wanted to bring up. Jerry, you mentioned your mom lost weight, and I'm sure just because she feels so good, she's up and active and making better solutions or better choices and giving her solutions. But it was asked if you'd lost any weight.
I did.
It seems like you're really super active already. So what does that look like?
I did. I lost 40 pounds. I lost 42 pounds actually.
Wow.
And it was over a period of probably, I would say 8 to 10 months that I lost mine. And it's,
Gotcha.
Cause I was almost at 250, now I'm 205, and I just stay there. It's just, no matter what I do, if I cut back or if I eat more, I stay at 205.
Gotcha. Now we do want to,
yeah,
go ahead.
wonderful.
Go ahead. We do want to state, as far as these are all testimonials from all of you guys, real people with real results. But we do have a LifeWave disclaimer that LifeWave products are lifestyle and general wellness products and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Always consult with a physician or other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new treatment, product use, diet, or fitness program. All content is created and published online for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as a health or personal advice. Success stories are anecdotal and based on personal accounts, viewpoints, and opinions rather than research facts. Although I think you've done your research there, Jerry. Your own body.
Oh, yes.
One person's individual results do not reflect what other people might also experience. That's the legal end of this. And I had a reminder that I needed to get that thrown out there for you guys. So,
Absolutely. We're always going to do the disclaimer because we know we have these amazing stories, and so everyone's results are going to be completely different from the next, because everybody's body is totally different. So thank you for that, Alicia.
yeah. So is it normal to lose weight? It's always normal to lose weight when you're feeling better and you're more active, you guys. And so then what else would happen is completely up to you. Everybody's body is totally different. And someone said, oh, okay, that question got answered. All right. Well, Jerry, you're a rock star. I am sure that we're going to want to have you on again in the future, giving updates on your continued success with the patches. I know that everybody is excited to hear, especially about that CPAP. There's so many people that would love that freedom as well. That is so incredible.
Yeah.
So, April, who else have we got sharing with us tonight?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jerry. That was amazing. And Judy, if you'll unmute for us, we'd love to hear your wonderful story of what's been going on with you. I saw Judy there just a second.
Did we lose her?
Well, she might be joining right back. I don't know if she got cut off. She was there right at the top. Let's see. Judy, if you are here, if you can unmute for us. Where did Judy go? Let's see. Judy.
Judy.
Where is Miss Judy? If we can't find Judy, we may just ask someone to unmute and share your wonderful testimonial story with us. Let's see if somebody raises their hand to see. She may have gotten kicked off or disconnected for some reason. I have no idea why. But we will look around here and see if someone else in the comments wants to, because I know Judy had a wonderful story. She had such a good story. She was just sharing it with me and Alicia in the 10 minutes prior to admitting everyone. It was so good. Let's see if something happened.
We've got several Judys in here.
Let's see.
Do you remember her last name?
Well, she was unmuted too. Let's see if we can look around for one more second. You saw her. She's got like a sandy blonde hair.
Yeah.
I don't know where she went to. Well, if anyone else hasn't got to share, you want to give us an update, we're happy to. If you want to unmute and share. There's
been quite a few saying I'll share. So just scroll down through there and see. We've got
open up. Which one do you see, Alicia, that said someone first to raise their hand, and we'll just let someone share right off the.
We've got Heidi, we've got Elvira, we've got
Heidi Pearson, Heidi Johnson, or Heidi Miller.
Okay, Heidi, you're there. Go ahead and why don't you just give us a 60-second little testimony and we'll try to get a couple of you here, okay?
All right. It's 7:20 where I'm at. I'm the mother of 7 children. I'm currently 53 years anniversary-wise, and I noticed about maybe a year and a half into wearing X39 Alavida and Nirvana, which is no longer available, that my surgery prior to delivering my third biggest 7.8-pound baby, I had scar tissue in my lower parts right next to where you normally deliver a child. Well, just below that, I'm trying to stay compliant because I'm not allowed to use the word that starts with an H because my name starts with an H, but my symptoms were HE and then a whole bunch of other letters, but they're gone. And that is the worst surgery that you can have. And I just told this story to another lady, and she's in Brisbane. She goes, oh my God, my customer had the same thing happen, and it only took her 6 months. And I'm like, well, I had 7 babies. It took me 8 months. So there you have it.
Wow, that's fantastic. Holy cow.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Another patching miracle. Fantastic. Well,
I
we're
think
excited for you.
Judy's back. She's connecting right now. She got
Well, while
her
she's getting on, we've got I don't want to butcher your name. Oh, I lost her.
Elvira
Yeah.
Vitality First. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
that's her. Give us your little 60-second plug testimony tonight.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I'm from a little town called Denmark in Western Australia. I've been on LifeWave for nearly 2 years. I've had phenomenal results with LifeWave, like phenomenal. The list is so, if I knew I was going to speak, then I would have had all my little bits and pieces. But basically, in a nutshell, I had 2 autoimmunes, and I can honestly say that the one autoimmune is gone, and it was inflammatory arthritis. So it was debilitating. When I had an episode, I was on crutches for literally 2 weeks at a time. I mean, sometimes it would run for longer. I couldn't walk. I used to have the crutches on hand. And it was really, these patches have been life-changing. I was very fortunate to watch a podcast with a doctor by the name of Dr. John Harmon and Cheryl Diamond Murray, who's my upline. And that's how I got involved with LifeWave. And so from that point of view, I had a lactose intolerance. I no longer have a lactose intolerance. I'm drinking tea with milk. I'm having cheese. The whole lot. I cannot actually describe to you what LifeWave's actually done for me. It's changed my life.
So autoimmune, you said autoimmune and arthritis. So what patches are you using that have made such, you feel the biggest impact for you?
Okay, so the biggest impact for me is X39 Aeon SP6. The SP6 has been really good. I didn't think this patch would be really good for me, but I started using it about 5 months ago, and it's just been amazing. But to be honest with you, all the patches, in Australia, we don't get the X39 and we don't get the Alavida. If we got these 2 patches, I would be using them 24/7 because I have osteoporosis. I have osteoporosis, and my bone density is improving. It is. I'm going for another bone density test in August, and I'm going to be able to report back as to, I had the bones of a 93-year-old when I was 50. I'm 58 now, and I've got the bones of a 63-year-old. So my bones are getting better and better and better.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I'm guessing, and I'm going to assume, the SP6 you did not get for weight loss. You got for hormone issues more so, right?
I didn't even know what I decided to use it because I sold the patch to a lady who had diabetes. And after 10 days, this lady stopped injecting. So I'm telling you the truth. I don't care about this person, that person, and the next that says, oh, you can't say this and you can't say that. I'm telling you what our experience has been. So boo-hoo to all of those people that are too scared to say, I understand. I've had to put a disclaimer on my own website because we have to put a disclaimer on. But these are real stories, real people. And that is why I started using it, because my insulin, I didn't have diabetes, but I had a problem, a little bit of a problem. Well, I just noticed that it's absolutely amazing. And by the way, if I talk with my hands, I'm an Italian woman, so I'm going to talk with my hands a lot. Anyway, so that's it in a nutshell. Look, I can go on and on. My husband has got arrhythmia, and he's having an attack every 2 weeks. I put him on the X39. I'm trying to get him onto the carnosine. He just doesn't want to take more than 1 patch, but he's done phenomenally well. He's having an attack now once every 2 months.
Wow.
Every second week, I can see it start, and he's only been on the patches for about 8 months.
Oh,
So,
wow. And how long have you said 2 years for you?
2 years. But I was a one-hit wonder. I started feeling better after 1.5 hours on the X39.
It's
Well,
wonderful.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to have you guys back on another night and
No
give
worries.
Yes.
us and an update. So definitely stay plugged in and connect with
Okay.
April. That would be amazing. So good. And thank you, Heidi, for that extra information in there too. Perfect. Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
April, did we ever get Judy back on? Because we definitely want to.
You know what? I don't see Judy back. I think somehow she got kicked off. I know she was traveling and we were perfectly fine, but we'll have her on another night because after Elvira shared that wonderful story as well, we need to have you back again too, so you can have your notes and all, like you said, all the special little bits in your journey. We'd love to hear all that. So let's feature you one night on the Patching Podcast, and then we'll have Judy back as well, because who knows? I know when you're traveling, sometimes our internet gives us a little bit of issues, but mainly tonight, we want you to share. Alicia is going to share with you just a little bit more about this technology and what this can do for you. This little patch right here, one of the different ones that we've mentioned tonight, but it's this X39. Alicia wants to tell us a little bit more about how this is working. How in the world could they be receiving all these wonderful benefits, Alicia?
I know. So thanks, April, for just bringing our guest on tonight and putting this together. So if you're a brand partner, I hope you learned something tonight that's going to inspire you to go out and share with someone else about the miracles that are happening with this little, what I call my miracle sticker. And if you're a guest tonight, the first thing that I want you to know is everything that we're saying is just from our hearts, that we're here for a reason and a purpose, and to share the mission of this little patch that was just been around for about 5 years. Know that our company, LifeWave, has been around 20 years, but this little patch was really the breakthrough. It's historical. It's patented wellness technology invented by our founder, our CEO, our owner, David Smith. Now, David was first commissioned by the U.S. Navy SEALs. They were seeking an energy product that wasn't a narcotic or addictive, and he invented these amazing little energy patches. They're called Energy Enhancer. They're available to you as well. Not only did the U.S. Navy SEALs use these patches with success, but others like our Olympic swim team and other professional athletes started using them. I use them. April uses them. We've got to keep our energy up as we're getting going and sharing every day so much morning, noon, night, and night about these patches. So what do you do with it? You take it in the morning, take the little backing off. It's about the size of a quarter. And as you heard Jerry speaking about different placements that he does, one of the placements that we'd say is right at C7 on the back of the neck, or just about 2 inches underneath the belly button. But if you have a point of pain, you can put it there too if you want to. But put it on in the morning, then you just take it off 12 hours later, discard it. Or if you have a little hurt pet, like my little Skipper here with her broken leg, you could take your patch off at night, and before you go to bed, just put the little patch on your pet or in your cat's bedding if you have an aging or ailing animal. It's simple, guys, but it's science. How does it work? As soon as it hits the skin, it's clinically proven light activation technology, and it starts to reset 4,000 genes through a 1,000-year-old technology called photobiomodulation. Google it, or just simply go to the website www.startx39now.com, and you can see a beautiful video that describes what photobiomodulation is and how does this light technology work. Because right here, just with this patch, you're wearing a whole body wellness for any kind of complaint. I mean, listen to all the different things that we heard tonight, from Jerry to his mother to where Judy and Heidi and I don't want to butcher her name, Elvira. I'm sorry if I did, but look at all the different benefits that they've had. April with her RA, and guys, for me, sleep and back pain and a stage 4 cancer diagnosis. We've all seen benefits from this same product. Repair, restore, and regenerate just by putting this little sticker on every day. Now, what's in it is patented, and we have over 100 of them. You can read about those patents too, and the clinical studies and trials on that website that I referred to just a minute ago. But it's packed with a proprietary, that's a big word, proprietary blend of organic crystals that have been over tested by independent third-party blind placebo, all kinds of different tests. So you can know that the clinical studies have been done. But you heard people tonight from all over the world. I mean, we covered the globe on here tonight, April, and everybody's
we
having
did.
success with X39. So the main thing that we can encourage you to do, get with the person that invited you to this call tonight, because they love you and they want you to feel better, live longer, or share this Zoom with somebody else tonight. There'll be a link available that you can share this with someone else that you love or care about or want to be here for a long time. But the main thing is get it on your body now.
Absolutely, Alicia, that was perfect. Thank you so much. And right, just get it on. Get back with the person that invited you here tonight and get your patches. You're gonna have them in about 4 days. And then they're amazing. I would never not be patching for it. I know what it's done for me and so many other people. Could you imagine not having these, Alicia? Could you imagine?
Oh no, and for so many
Never.
reasons.
No,
Yeah.
we don't want to be without them. And you know what? The good thing is they're affordable. They're non-invasive. There's absolutely nothing can interact with anything. They're just going to benefit you. Whichever one you choose is going to be of a benefit. So we thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope that you'll be back. And the next patching podcast is going to be Thursday night. So we're here, same time, same link, same everything, every Monday and Thursday
New
night.
stories, new testimonials,
Yes.
each and every event.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. And Jerry and Elvira, you guys, you were amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your
Heidi.
wonderful stories. Heidi. Oh, yes. And Heidi too. Yeah. Thank you three for sharing your stories.
That lady's had 7 babies. We got to be grateful for her.
That's a big, hey, that's a big deal. I had 2. That was enough for me. Thank you all.
Bye,
Bye,
you guys.
April.
Good night.